I think I would want my message to the world to be a phrase that I say all the time, and I believe in it, that God has the perfect plan for the perfect you. I think if we can get that in our mind, that we'll run to where He is, because He absolutely has the perfect plan for the perfect you. I don't care how educated or how perfect you think you've planned your life out. God, the master planner, has the perfect plan. He created you, He designed you. He knows how to get you to function at a premium. He knows how to get you to function perfectly. I always tell this testimony. My mother had me when she was 16. I have great parents, by the way. Let me make that very clear. Phenomenal parents. But I often think about the situation she was in, being 16 years old. She was a PK and pregnant. And there was, at one point, she tells the story that it was thought of the obvious choice, which would be to have an abortion, which constantly contemplated and was suggested. But thank God that she didn't do that. I think we live in a time where people are just frustrated. You know, I think this is an era where people are frustrated. We have access to more information, but we are less clear on what we're supposed to be doing. And so I think having access to more information is great, but it can also be even more frustrating because now you have a ton of decisions, everything's coming at you. So I think everywhere I go, I sense that whether you're saved or not saved, just overall, and the message of the kingdom, the great thing is that it's not a message, and hear me when I say this, just for saved people. The message of the kingdom to me means personally purpose, impact, solution. I think of words, phrases when I think of what the kingdom means to me. Freedom, liberty, reinstated, those gifts. These words jump out of my mind when I think of the kingdom to me personally. It allowed me to see the world as my assignment, right? And not just me, my house, my car, what can be done for me. It's just the world overall, you know. And so I believe the kingdom for me was, hey, people have the solution. God is, when you get saved and you give your life to Christ, He's giving you the solution to the world, to hunger, to girls being trafficked as slaves over different borders, and starvation and crime. You know, we are the solution. God put us here as His image in the earth to be the solution. And so when I think of the kingdom, I think as long as I'm connected to God, there's no problem that I can't solve with the mind of God. The Bible, if I can tell them, the Bible is not about a bunch of rules. It's not a book that tries to rule your life in a sense of do's and don'ts. It is a manual for living. I remember there was some time ago, my wife and I had an issue with our car inside. There was a light that kept coming on the dashboard, and we couldn't figure out how to get this light off. And we just kept, playing around with different things until the simple light bulb in our mind went off and says, hey, look at the manual. So we open up the glove compartment and we go through the manual and we figure out what the problem is. We adjusted something within the car and the light went off right away. And that's what the Bible does. A lot of us in our lives have lights on, different lights on the dashboard of our life. And we're wondering, how do we get this light off? How do I get this frustration off? How do I get rid of this anger? How do I get rid of this loneliness, this sadness? Well, go to the manual. He gave you the book to tell you how to get that light off. And that's what the Bible is. It is not a book of just laws. It is a book of love, peace, grace. It is there to help you operate at full maximum potential. Wow, how has the message of the kingdom impacted my life and my journey? It is greatly impacted my life. I mean, it was the first book that I've ever written was on the kingdom. And I just believe that you write about what's impacted you. So for me, it's opened up so many doors, literally around the world. I was able to go to the UN and speak at the UN after God gave me this revelation of the kingdom. And personally, it has allowed me to impact other people's lives, top to bottom, left to right. It has totally revolutionized how I see the world, my worldview, my perspective of the church as a whole. It has changed that perspective totally.